We're eating pizza. We're discussing Paul Willett's lack of fights during his career. We broke down face-offs. Jordan Knacksted's in the studio. It's a great show.
That would have been a great segment on its own right there.
Yeah.
Recapping Paul Willett's 107 – one season, Paul Willett had 257 penalty minutes and 107 points in the same season, which I don't know how he had any time.
Just all misconducts.
I don't know how he had any time to score any goals that year. He had 40-something goals.
He was good in the face-off circle, but I don't know how many face-offs he took. He was in the penalty box too much.
He was in 257 minutes, people.
We'll have to ask him in our next segment on For the Record. He'll also help us make some picks. We'll check out our records as well. But the Condors in Las Vegas on Friday and then at home on a Saturday. One of the top scorers for the Condors joins us now, Jordan Knackstedt. And Jordan, last season you spent it over in Europe. You spent it over in Italy past couple of years as well. What was that experience like being over in Italy as opposed to maybe playing over here in North America?
Well, I think the main change is the lifestyle over there. Over there, it's a little more relaxed. They're not really into working as hard as we are in the everyday lifestyle. But the food and everything, that was a change. A lot of pasta, pizza eaten in Italy, as you can imagine. But it was good lifestyle overall. Had fun over there, and obviously you meet a lot of good people.
Now we come over here back to North America. We started off slow this season, but you're one of the guys turning it on here over the past couple of weeks, along with Chris Collins, Joel Brody. You get that line back together, and that was a line that was in training camp, then got broken up, but now it's back together. Talk about that line and kind of what you each bring to the table.
Well, yeah, I think in training camp it was small sample, so it was hard to judge by that. But going back to what we bring to the table, I think we all bring something different. I'm a bigger guy on the wing, maybe soft hands and can move the puck. And Broads, he's a shooter. Colley, he can get in a forecheck. He plays a hard game, and he's got some skill too. And he's around the net, he's going to put it in.
You mentioned Broad as a shooter. He is a shooter. I mean, does this guy turn down a chance to put the puck on net or what?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the guy's got a hell of a shot. He's got an NHL shot, so why not use it, right?
I mean, he's the kind of guy you like to play with, though, isn't it? Get him the puck, and you know you're going to create a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. If you put the puck in his hands around the net, you like the chance of getting a really good grade A or going in the net and getting a point.
And now you played with him before growing up, correct?
Yeah, I actually played with him in junior and a little bit growing up when we were younger, but more so in junior. Played with him, I think it was a full year in Moose Jaw. So.
And you're another guy from Saskatchewan. We can start there. I mean, Broda from Saskatchewan.
I think he's a third Saskatchewanian. What is it? How do you say someone from Saskatchewan? Saskatchewaner, Saskatchewani?
Yeah. Farmer.
Saskatoon, no. We've had Joey Leach on from Wadena, Saskatchewan. Broda's been on from Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Yorkton up near Saskatoon, correct?
Yeah, pretty close.
A
couple hours away.
Wadena. Couple hours away is pretty close.
We can see it. Flat line, we can see it, you know.
Wadena, that's a way out.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah, we're not even going near there.
I've never been there. So.
Yeah, what's
we won't go there.
Joey Leach said he's got one stoplight in Wadena. How many stoplights do we have in Saskatoon? It's a regular city in Saskatoon.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to Bakersfield, the sides and everything. So we got stoplights.
All right. Well, so what are the things to do in Saskatchewan? If you're not in the big city, where would you rather be?
Well, I think there's a lot of people farm. There's a lot of farmland there. Hunting season, a lot of people hunt. Summertime, they fish, like to go to lakes. A lot of people, weekends, they spend their time at lakes or at their cabins or cottages or whatever. So, and then they do their fishing and hunting and outdoorsman kind of stuff there. In the winter, They ride their snowmobiles and stuff like that.
Did you have a cabin?
We do have a cabin, so it's lakefront on a lake. So we have a boat, a couple boats, a pontoon boat and a ski boat. So.
Nice.
We enjoy our time there.
That's good living right there.
I'm visiting Saskatchewan this summer.
I mean, who knew?
Forget staying here in the 150-degree heat. I'm going up to Saskatchewan and hanging out for a couple months. But last weekend, of course, Thanksgiving, before Teddy Bear Toss, how did you guys celebrate? I mean, you have, 85% Canadian, 90% Canadian on this team, but of course, if you guys can have a big meal, you're going to take that opportunity. So how did you guys celebrate Thanksgiving last week?
We kind of did a big potluck at Chris Collins' house. He's got a 4-bedroom place, so we thought it would be the best place to do it. So he made a turkey. A couple other people made turkeys, and we all brought sides and whatnot. So
hold on, Colley made a turkey, or Colley had someone make a turkey.
He might have I think he was involved, yeah. I don't
He
really
turned
know
the oven
exactly,
on.
but
What did you bring? What's
Yeah,
your
that's
specialty?
a question.
well, I brought mashed potatoes, macaroni salad, and stuffing.
That's pretty good.
All right.
That's impressive. That's
I did
impressive.
not do a single work of it, so I can't take credit for it.
0 for 3.
The truth comes out. The truth comes out.
He brought the bottle of wine for the after dinner.
I
So.
love it. We're looking at the highlights from Teddy Bear Toss, and it had to be a fun night for you guys all around. To get that goal out of the way early must have been nice.
Yeah, I mean, to get it out of the way early. It was a relief. I think a week ago before that, we would have been scared of not scoring a goal at all. So I think to get that out of the way and just play the game after that, Everyone's talking in before the room that no one really wants to score the goal because they had to get up Monday morning at 7 o'clock.
I
So,
wondered
leave
about that.
it to the 20-year-old. I wondered
so
if
we're
they
all
actually
passers
talked
the
about
first
it.
period.
I love
Pass
it.
it to Kessie. Pass it to Kessie.
You guys got on the board in the third period. It was a beautiful goal by Shaber. It's coming up here in a second. The pass that you had, were you intending to give it to Shaber all along? Broda kind of intercepted it right in the middle, and then he swung it over.
Right when I first got it, Broda was wide open, and then he kind of was slowly getting pinched off, but then he was still open, so I'm like, I'm going to give it to him, and we talked about this play earlier that day.
Right, here it is.
Here it comes right here.
On the power. I mean, it was a great
So
shot
wheels all
by
the way
Shaber,
around.
but I could have sworn he just kind of picked it off
Yeah.
there in the middle.
Like, as soon as I first saw him wide open, I saw Shaber, so then I kind of threw a hard pass, but it was to Broda eventually. And
Okay.
Then,
I mean, you mentioned last week you guys might have been nervous about, even getting a goal. And then this week we get 11 goals in the last 2 games out of the guys. And, I mean, you've been around the game a long time. That's kind of how hockey works. 1 week you can be on, 1 week you can be off. And I think throughout this season, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the room has always stayed positive and has always realized that there's a lot of talent in this room. It's eventually going to start going in for us.
Yeah, we were never doubting ourselves with the talent and whatever. We just had to stick with it. And during the season, you ride momentum swings, and you just got to deal with adversity the best you can. Every team goes through it. We did it at the start of the year. Maybe that's better to do it at the end of the year, right? So, we just stuck with it, stayed positive, and we knew our skill and whatever, our grit and whatever would come through.
A couple of guys on this team that got off to slow starts getting on the board in the goal column. Chris Collins, now all of a sudden he's red hot. He's got 6 goals in his last 7 games. Hoping the same thing for Tremblay. I mean, he looked relieved more than anything to get that first one out of the way.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if you have the clip or not, but as soon as he scored, he looked pretty relieved. He was like,
Yes, I mean,
There
Talking
wasn't
to
even a
himself.
celebration.
It
There
wasn't a
was just
celebration.
thank
It was
you.
like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if he can turn it on as well and respond in the same way that Collins did, and your line is playing so good right now, this team could be dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, we like to think that. We've always had the confidence within our group, so we're just going to stick with it and grind out game by game. We can't really worry about too much ahead of time. We just got to go game by game, weekend by weekend, and then meet our goals that we have every week, and then I think we'll be fine.
Now a home and home with Las Vegas coming up this weekend. We start on the road. Last weekend with San Francisco, we started at home, but we start on the road in Vegas. And, of course, you look at the standings, and Vegas is right up there, 2 points ahead of us. Condors win a couple of games this weekend. Now all of a sudden out of last place, and you can keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, we got I think it's 2-game winning streak right now, so it's the largest one of the year. So
We'll call it whatever you want.
That's
yeah,
it.
But yeah, if we can get 2 more this weekend, that'd be great. I think the boys would be riding high, but we just got to start with that first one on the road and then take care of business at home.
All right, Jordan. Well, we appreciate the time,
Yeah,
man.
my
Best of
pleasure.
luck this weekend, and
Thank you.
let's
problem.
keep the momentum going.
Yep,
All
that's right.
Condors in Las Vegas on Friday, and then host Las Vegas on Saturday for MMA night. Daniel Cormier, third-ranked heavyweight in the world, will be in Condors town. Kevin Bartle, Jordan Knackstedt. When we come back, we'll be joined by Condors legend and assistant coach Paul Willett. It's all coming up at Condors Unleashed, live from the Dignity Health Studios at the Bakersfield Californian, on Fox Sports Radio 970 as well. Stay tuned.